Hello, everybody, and welcome to MC Sports Presents. I'm your host, Nate Martin, and today we got a great show planned. Our panelists for today are Garyon, Lev, Devin, and Adam. Today we'll be talking some NFL, some NBA, and MLB. But first, let's start off with football. 28 straight weeks of football approach us. Training camp has started, and preseason's like a week away. So let's get some division winners going. Starting off with the AFC East. Who do you have, Adam?
All right, everyone's going to be shocked here. Patriots.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, everybody's got the Patriots. I mean, who's going to beat them? The Jets? No.
You never know, but probably not.
No.
Maybe other teams in other divisions could beat them, but no one in their division.
No one in they are locked for the division winner spot, I would say.
Tom Brady can easily pull it out
Mm-hmm.
with 6 rings.
Yeah.
7 rings, right?
Yeah, that would be the
he's going
seventh.
for 7th.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's going
Yeah,
for
and
7.
then
But he
finally
has
has
6.
Yeah, I think that's pretty easy. AFC North now, a little bit more interesting. Who do you have, Lev?
Browns. Baker Mayfield and Odell Beckham Jr. We got some good chemistry going on between them in training camp. They bring that into the season. Browns are a major Super Bowl threat.
I think the Browns are easily such a great threat because they got so many new players. I mean, sure, there's other teams like the Ravens and the Steelers who have been good past seasons, but the Ravens have had such a good offseason, and I think they could be a competitor for a wild card, if not for the division champion.
Yeah, I mean, just think
You
about
mean the
it.
Browns or? Yeah,
Yeah,
the Browns.
the
Yeah, the
Browns.
Browns.
Yeah, but just think about, like, Bengals, right now, they're kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
Steelers, without Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, it might be a harder season for them. Ravens, they might contest, but then again, they have Odell now, which kind of
The
gives...
Browns have a.
Yeah, the Browns have
And
Odell.
they have
Steelers
Jarvis
still-
Landry.
Yeah, and
so-
Jarvis
The
Landry.
Steelers still have pretty good players.
Yeah, Juju.
Yeah.
I mean,
James
James
Conner.
Conner, great running back. Big Ben can still throw the football. Still an elite quarterback. So that should be a very interesting division to watch. I also have the Browns. Moving on to the AFC South. Who do you have, Devin?
I have the Colts. Andrew Luck suffered a minor injury during training camp, but I think that's all recovered, and I think the Colts have really good chances here.
Yeah. Ty Hilton. I mean, they've shown
Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton. Luck and him. Last season we saw them two throw to each other, and they were a major threat, especially towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
I agree with everybody.
Yeah.
The Colts, T.Y. and Andrew Luck could be a really good combination.
And then the Colts
One of the best.
probably having the best draft last season, getting 2
Exactly.
future All-Pro players in Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard. That's great young core right there.
Yeah.
And then of course Texans could compete for the wild card spot. Moving on to the AFC West, where it's really just a 2-team division, and it's really both teams are going to make the playoffs. It's really just a matter of who you want first and who you want second. So who do you have, Gary?
I have the Chiefs because I think Mahomes could pull it out this year.
Yeah, Mahomes is very good. And I mean, close second, Chargers, best defense in the league. No doubt about it. The running back, though, Melvin Gordon, there's something up with him.
Requesting a trade out of Los Angeles. It's going to be interesting to see how that pans out.
The Chargers are still a playoff team.
I think the Chiefs will take home the West Division champion, but the Chargers, I think,
I
very
could
strong.
Also,
wild
the
card.
I could see the Chargers
Also,
making
the
the
Chiefs
Super
have
Bowl.
a very,
Oh, yeah.
very good
Yeah.
defense.
Philip Rivers still doesn't have a ring.
Yeah.
Go get him one. But Tyreek Hill's getting back healthy. Not healthy. I mean
He's off
healthy,
charges.
Off charges.
They
so
also
good
lost
for him.
someone.
They did lose.
They did lose Eric Berry and Kareem Hunt, but
Yeah.
the running back that's
traded Dee
coming,
Ford.
the running back that's coming in, I don't know his name, but he had a great game against the Patriots in the championship game for the AFC. I think he's gonna have a breakout season. Now
Yeah.
let's talk about the wild card spots for the AFC.
It's easy. The Chargers.
I think
Chargers are a lock. I think we can all
Everybody
agree on that.
knows the Chargers. We all agree the Chargers are going to make it, but I have the opinion of Texas. I mean, the Texans are going to be able to playoff team with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I think they were going to take the wild card too. The Texans.
I might have agreed with you on this take, but Jadeveon Clowney is currently, I believe he either wants to be traded or is in a contract holdout, and he's one of the best defensive players.
Yeah.
Provides great speed, strength at that linebacker position for the Texans, and if he's holding out or off that team, then I say that defense has significantly gotten weaker, which is why I picked the Ravens, who added Earl Thomas this season.
But they got rid of Joe Flacco.
Yeah, but Lamar Jackson's a better quarterback
Yeah.
than Joe Flacco. I mean,
And also Lamar Jackson
I know, but
can
the
run.
Texans have DeAndre Hopkins, so that's a very big threat
and
at the wide receiver position.
Will Fuller, a very underrated wideout.
Oh yeah, he's very good.
I don't think the Ravens quite have the power to win the North Division that they're in, but I think a wild card is
I
a
agree
good goal
with
for
that.
them.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the other conference, the NFC. Starting off with the NFC East, who do you have, Adam?
This one's kind of controversial. It's the Cowboys here because with Dak and Amari Cooper, we can see what they had because when Amari Cooper went to Dallas, they're like, oh, Dallas made a mistake, but it turns out it wasn't. But maybe the Eagles can take over depending on what's happening with Zeke.
I gotta say, Eagles are probably they have probably the best offense in the league. That's my opinion. Zach Ertz, very good tight end, probably my opinion, best tight end in the league. But I mean, let's see if he can. Their quarterback can stay healthy here.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, yeah.
I think that's the key element there. If Carson Wentz stays healthy, he has some rocky years in his past, he can stay healthy and lead the Eagles
And also
to
the Eagles
championship.
lost their backup quarterback.
Nick Foles,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did.
Foles went to the
Nick
Jags.
Foles.
Super sub right there. I think the difference between the Cowboys and the Eagles is the Cowboys' linebacking core. That is the best linebacking core in the NFL. Jalen Smith, Leighton Vander Esch, and Sean Lee. That is a great linebacking core right there. Plus,
They
one
just
of the
got
best
back.
offensive trios.
They got Jason Witten back too.
Jason Witten's back. I think this is going to be a good Cowboys team this year.
But
Yeah.
I still think the Eagles could pull out first.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Cowboys close second. With them.
Moving on to the NFC North. This is another very interesting division. Who do you have, Devin?
I have the Packers.
Oh. Wow, Packers. Okay.
Ooh, I actually kind of agree with
Explain.
him on the Packers too.
All right. Well.
Explain your reasoning, man.
All right, with the new coach, and I feel that Rodgers can make it back to the playoffs with Devontae Adams and Randall Cobb. I think have a chance to make it because when you have the Bears, they have a good defense, but their offense might be a sleeper this year.
And
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is getting old, but I think he still has the power to
Throw the ball.
Still a
Throw
very
the
strong
ball,
situation for
pass
wide
it to the
receivers.
strong wide receivers and get it
Devontae
done.
Adams, Jimmy Graham at tight end,
I'm choosing the Vikings. on
Valdez
this one.
Scalding. Yeah.
Best wide receiver.
Best wide
tandem.
receiver tandem in the league in Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs. I think Adam Thielen's top 3 wide receiver in the NFL. And that defense, Danielle Hunter, Xavier Rhodes, Harrison Smith, that is a great defense right there.
Yeah.
Who do you have?
I have the
Darren?
Bears. I think Mitch Trubisky can pull out one more year.
Oh,
I mean, I think the Bears are kind of like the Jaguars were last year. Big hopes coming off like season where they had the best defense in the league, and they just don't do well. That's what I can see because Mitch Trubisky, I just don't trust him. I have to see another like solid season from him in order to me to change my opinion on him.
Yeah, plus also their kicker problem, double doink.
Yeah, double doink right there.
I think last year was their one-hit wonder.
Yeah,
I don't think
Yeah.
they really have a chance this
Yeah.
year.
Moving on to the NFC South, we got the this is another 3-horse race right here, I would say.
Panthers, Falcons, and Saints.
Yeah. So who do you have out of
I
that
have the
group?
Saints. And I think Alvin Kamara can
Yeah, I
Alvin
think
Kamara's
Alvin
very good.
Kamara's extremely good running
easily
back.
one of the best 3
Mhm.
running backs in the league.
I mean, they also have. They just signed him, Thomas. I think they
No,
signed
they
him.
did not sign Earl Thomas, but they did
did sign
sign
Tyrann
Tyrann
Michael
Matthew.
Thomas.
Oh, Michael Thomas, yeah. he
Yeah,
was signed.
they
Okay,
signed
okay.
him. And also, I think they're gonna really want revenge after what happened last year. I think they did definitely got robbed.
They got robbed big time.
Saints got robbed.
But now you'll be able to review pass interference call, which I think is a great move by the NFL. I also agree with you guys on the Saints.
Also, Ted Ginn.
Ted Ginn, yeah, great receiver. But I think Kamara, Thomas, and Drew Brees is the difference maker here.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, getting up there in age, but he showed last year. I think he was the most efficient quarterback in the league last year. He could throw the football. He threw the football really
And
well.
I think the Panthers might be close second with
Close
the
second,
Falcons.
yeah.
I don't know. I think the Falcons have over the Panthers in this
Yeah.
one, though.
Okay, moving on to kind of the obvious division here, like the AFC East was in the
NFC West.
Yeah, the NFC West. Excuse me. I think we all have the Rams.
Yeah.
Incredible defense. Sean McVay has done a great job there over in LA.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
Well,
Todd Gurley.
the thing is, if Gurley can stay healthy, this team might be able to bring it back to the Super Bowl this year. We'll see.
I think Gurley's not gonna have as great as a season as he did last year. I think he's approaching his decline, even at the young age of 25, 26. But I think the defense is the difference maker for me.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald, Marcus Peters. Oh, there's too many to name. Honestly, I have such a good
too
defense.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
And then extremely underrated wideout group: Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp. I mean, this is gonna have a good season for the Rams.
But I think the real conversation is who's going to get second NFC West. The two contenders, I think, would be the 49ers and the Seahawks.
Yeah,
The
big
Cardinals
rivalry
are
here.
still trying to figure themselves out, so I
No,
wouldn't
but
put them in
the
conversation.
Cardinals also got a very good quarterback from college.
Murray.
I know.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
problems with Kyler Murray. He's a little too short, I think, but he will have a great career, but they're not going to be good this year.
I think that's something similar we had last year with the Seahawks and the Niners, but I think we could see the Niners prevail.
We'll see.
I
Yeah.
think the Niners might or might not make the wild card.
Yeah.
It's going to be close between.
It's either I think it would be either the 49ers or the Seahawks, depending who comes
Yeah.
out on top.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the NFC wild card. Who do we have?
I had the Cowboys versus the Panthers.
Cowboys and Panthers. Okay.
I have the Cowboys and the Falcons.
I have the two teams from the NFC South. This happened a couple years ago, but Panthers and the Falcons will make the playoffs
I have the
at that 5
Falcons
and
as
6
well.
spot. Yeah.
Yeah. I have the Eagles in wild card, but it's either who comes out on top between the 49ers and Seahawks. They will also make the wild card depending who comes on top.
All right.
Let's move on to, I think, the biggest blockbuster of the summer, NBA offseason. Oh my gosh, where do we begin with this, folks?
Oh, my God.
A
lot of
hap-
trades.
A lot happened. A lot happened. So
All contracts went whoop. See ya.
we're gonna be talking about a lot of it. We're gonna be doing. We each got 2 winners and 2 losers. Start off with a winner from Adam.
All right. I think what everyone can probably agree with this. One winner is the Clippers. Okay, they were able to pull out Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Okay, and without them, they already make the playoffs, but lost to the Warriors. So imagine this team now. They could probably maybe even make the finals.
And an underrated signing right there by the Clippers was re-signing Patrick Beverley, locking him up to a 3-year, $40 million deal. That was a great signing
And
by
also
the Clippers.
Lou Williams, I think. Is he staying?
No, I think Lou Williams is already under contract, staying. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Devin, you're a winner?
the second winner I have is the Brooklyn Nets from getting Katie, Kyrie. I think they have a win in my
But
book.
also the Nets also lost someone. They lost D'Angelo
D'Angelo
Russell.
Russell,
yeah.
yeah.
And Durant.
We'll see.
What's your winner, Devin?
I have a winner as the Celtics. You know,
Yes.
they got
Yeah.
some. They got
Kemba.
some nice.
Kemba.
They did get Kemba, and they have 3 first-round picks for future years.
Yeah, that was a great draft.
That's gonna be very good. We'll see if they can compete this year, but next year it's gonna be quite the show.
But also
Romeo
they
Langford.
lost two of one of their best.
They
players.
lost Kyrie, but I really like. Okay,
I think losing Kyrie
it was the best move at the Celtics did
yeah,
all offseason.
Kyrie stole
Very
the show,
toxic,
sort of.
Very toxic player in the locker room. He ruined the Cavs. He ruined the Celtics, and I'll talk about it later.
I think they also lost Al Horford.
Al Horford, that was an unfortunate loss for.
He was one of
Defense.
he was one of the
defense
best centers in the
especially.
league.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Romeo Langford, Grant Williams, Matisse Thybulle, and Taco
draft.
Fall, great 4 picks right there. And I think Kemba Walker,
Could
most
be a-
underrated point guard in the league, I think that's the best signing of the summer. He's going to shine in a big market like
we'll
Boston.
see how he can do.
All right. Well, my winner, Pelicans. I mean, it's sort of a controversial topic, but they managed to get rid of Hill's contract. They did lose AD, but they got the first overall pick, which of course Zion
And
Williamson.
they got Lonzo Ball.
I mean, they got Lonzo Ball, Ingram, Hart, and 3 first-round picks. That is a lot. And I don't know, the Lakers, I don't think the Pelicans won the trade, the AD trade.
Yeah, my winner, do you have a winner?
Yeah, I have the Clippers and the Nets. So
Same as Adam. Okay, my winner is Memphis. Not because of like their free agency moves, but because I think they had one of the best drafts in a couple years. One of the best drafts this decade. John Morant with the second pick, obviously, Mr. Triple Double himself. He's
huge.
I've heard comparisons of Russell Westbrook with a jump shot. He is a really athletic point guard. And then, of course, Brandon Clark, one of the most efficient scorer coming out of college from Gonzaga, obviously. He had a great summer league, proving himself to be a steal at that 22nd pick. So exciting to see how he'll play.
And get some losers.
Yeah, let's get some losers. Starting off with you, Adam.
All right. Okay, I think a big loser would be the Knicks. Okay?
Yeah.
They were like, we're going to get Kyrie, KD, they get anyone. But they did sign 3 players. But they were all power forward, a position that they did not need. So they're definitely a loser. Another loser, I think, would be the Lakers, okay? I think because they gave Lonzo, Ingram, and Hart, and 3 first-round picks for AD, which I think was a little much. And they're too focused on Kawhi to even get some other good free agents besides him.
Yeah, and what's
And
their starting lineup look like? They still have a bunch of empty slots.
they still have LeBron.
You know, they
so-
picked up Anthony Davis, but they already have LeBron. Like, did they really need that pickup? Losing all those key players and Lonzo Ball, what's that going to do for
Yeah,
them?
like
I don't think that's
the
going to.
Lakers janitor
them very well.
is in the starting lineup right now. Like, it's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Kyle Kuzma, LeBron James.
Kuzma's
and
pretty
Kuzma's
good.
one of the best young
Yeah.
players in the
I
league.
know, but where's their bench? They're some of their bench is in the starting lineup because they don't have
But
anybody else
I
to
think
fill in.
it's either going to be I think JaVale McGee might pull.
I think
the
they
center
put
out.
too much money into
Or
LeBron
Chandler.
James, Anthony Davis. They don't
Yeah.
have a bench.
Yeah.
Very good.
My loser, and this is going to be a very interesting take right here, but I have the Nets as losers. A huge gamble. And let me just repeat that. Huge gamble in signing Kyrie Irving, a player who's proven to be very toxic in the locker room, ruining teams. Kevin Durant,
They
he's not going to,
almost did
I'm
not
going to be
have.
honest.
It was between either the Warriors knew for sure Durant was leaving, but they didn't know that the Nets or the Knicks. It was close.
I think Durant, he's not going to be same coming after his injury. He's still going to be a solid player.
He's gonna
be
miss
like
his
an
first
all-star.
year.
But that's you're paying him a lot of money for him to miss out on a year. And it didn't work out for the Warriors signing Boogie. And I just don't see it working out for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's getting up there in age, and then you lost your best young player in D'Angelo Russell.
To the Warriors.
I mean, the Nets, the last time they pulled off a move like this was in 2014, where they got Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and someone else. I forget who.
I think
But that did not work out, obviously. They were horrible for 5 years, and I just don't see this move working out for them.
But, you know, with KD, that could give them a bit of hope. You know, they
Yeah.
haven't
Yeah.
done too well the past years. They've sort of been suffering
Yeah, but a
the
bit
past
of
years.
hope isn't a championship team.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they could do better than they did last year.
I know, but
KD could
what
help
their
them out.
signings are. They're like expecting a championship team with those signings, and
we all
they
think the
should've put
Knicks
their
was
money
a
somewhere else.
that
loser,
kind of
right?
leads
Knicks-
to
Knicks are a
mine.
loser.
Yeah, Knicks definitely losers.
That's kind of leads to my loser, the Rockets.
No, the Rockets got.
I know, but
But they gave away Chris Paul.
it doesn't matter. It's Westbrook and Harden. Cool, they're friends. They know each other. They're great players. But who gets to take the last shot? If you got 2 superstars on a team that are both willing to carry a team and both have
Well,
recently
two of
carried
them
a
are me players. They're not we players. I think that's what set the Warriors apart. Everyone who played on that team would allow another person to take the other shot if it was a better shot. Like James Harden and Russell Westbrook are.
me
I wouldn't
players.
call them selfish, but they definitely.
They're used
yeah,
to carrying their
they're
own
used to
teams.
carrying their
But
own
like
teams. Yeah.
we also saw that with Shaq and Kobe, which made it fun because they were competing with each other to do better.
I know, but that's
This is
not very.
Mike D'Antoni is no Phil Jackson, and I just don't see that working out for Houston.
Yeah, that's not going to
Yeah,
work out
and
for the.
Eric Gordon, he's a very good player. He's not going to get any shots now that you got Westbrook and Harden in the starting lineup.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's move on to a quick discussion about Ezekiel Elliott. So basically, the situation is in Dallas. Ezekiel Elliott is holding out for a longer, more expensive contract. And my question for you guys is, how will this move impact the NFL in the next couple years?
Well, we've seen this happen with Le'Veon Bell. He was holding out. He didn't play. Zeke might do the same thing with Le'Veon Bell and get a new
No,
contract.
he will. If he does not get a new contract, he will not play. His agent said that.
Yeah, and we saw what happened to Le'Veon Bell. The Steelers were like, no, we're good. We're gonna have James Conner, and he moved on. And I think Le'Veon Bell kind of inspired a fire for like more players to do the exact same thing for their contracts.
Yeah, I think this is bad for the NFL, and not only bad for the NFL, but bad for a lot of sports in general. Players
Also
not
bad for the
playing because they want
Cowboys.
more money. This could lead to a lockout, which would not be good for
Yeah,
sports
another
fans.
lockout.
And I would not want to lock out. But these people, but NFL players are not for our entertainment. They're trying to earn money for their family. And I say, Ezekiel Elliott, go out and get that paper. Go out and get yourself a larger contract. And he has a right not to play for them. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not just some monkey for us to watch, you know?
I mean, where's the NFLPA when you need them?
Exactly. This is really good. This is really showing that the NFLPA is a strong organization. This is them asserting their dominance over the NFL, and I think this is just great news for all NFL players.
But we don't want this.
We don't want to lock out. No. Don't have a lockout. I mean, I still want my Sundays, okay? Moving on, we're going to be closing out the show with MLB postseason. October is rapidly approaching, and we're going to get a little playoff bracket here. Starting out with the AL. Who do we have at the 1 seed, folks?
Astros.
Astros.
Ooh, I think the Yankees.
I think
Yeah.
the
Oh.
Yankees. Out.
Yeah, Yankees are might
I don't know
pull
about
away
that.
from the Astros.
I think the Astros have the best starting lineup in baseball, maybe in baseball history. I don't know. You got Garrett Cole,
Hot take from Lev Miller right there, folks.
Justin
Okay.
Verlander, Garrett Cole, Zach Greinke. If those are your first three, you're going to have Zach Greinke
Ooh,
at your
yeah.
third pitcher. That is so good. You don't know how good Zach Greinke. He's an ace for basically every team he's ever played for.
He's a really good player for his age.
Yeah.
I have the Yankees at the 1 spot. Moving on, 2 spot. Who do we have? I have the Astros.
I have the Astros.
Yeah, Astros.
You know.
I have the
Astros.
Yankees.
There we go.
Okay,
Flip.
so just switching it all around, and then 3. I assume we would all have the Twins if we're just going off.
Yeah, of
Twins.
course the Twins
Yeah.
are going to
Okay, but this is when we're going to be talking about the wild card.
I have the A's and the Indians.
Oh, I agree completely.
I have the
I
Indians
have
and
Rays.
the
Bo-
Rays.
I have the
Yeah, I have
Boston
Indians
Red
and Rays
Sox.
too.
Indians and Rays.
Oh,
Rays
you
are
think
on a
the
red
Red
hot.
Sox?
You think the
Rays are
Red
on a
Sox
hot
might pull
streak.
away from the Rays?
Red
And
Sox
come
are
close?
how many games? Are they like 2? I think they're 2 games behind the Rays.
No,
They're
there's
really-
7.
They're pretty
There's
far.
7 games behind the
The
Rays.
They're 7 games behind the Rays. Okay,
They're
so
16
I mean,
behind the Yankees.
I
You
just
never
don't
know
see
what
that
could happen.
coming. I don't see that happening. I have Indians and Rays. Okay,
Yeah, no,
who do we see coming out of that matchup to play the Yankees?
Indians.
We have the Indians?
I'm going to say
I-
the A's because I'm a hometown believer.
Okay.
I'm going to
But
say
I-
the Indians.
And I also think the Astros could play the Indians and Astros win.
I have
And then it would
the
be an
I have the
Astros
Rays
Yankees.
beating the Indians.
Okay, moving on to the NL. Who do we have at the 1 seed? I have the Dodgers. I think they're just so
Dodgers.
ahead of the competition.
You know, I think they've had a really good season, but
Yeah, I can see Dodgers being.
can
the
they
1 seed.
hold it together? in the
They
postseason?
have known
We'll have
to
to
choke
see.
in the postseason.
That would not be another. that
Number
would be-
2, I have the Braves.
Oh, yeah, me too. Going for
Yeah,
the Braves.
Braves.
Yeah, I'm going Braves.
Atlanta. And then
Yeah.
number 3, I have the Cubs.
Yeah,
Cubs.
Cubs.
Mhm.
The Cubs are having a great. They've been having a great stretch of baseball. They did have a rough
They are
series
having,
against the Giants.
I know, but
but-
they are having some problems going around with their road play. I think
They also
they're amazing at home, but their road has been kind of shaky, and they need to pull that together.
Moving on to the wild card spot.
I have the Nationals and the Brewers.
Okay.
I have the Nats and the Brewers as well. I agree with that.
I actually have the
yeah,
Nationals and
Brewers for
Giants.
sure.
Oh, Nats and the Giants. Okay. I know this side has some very interesting takes, so just explain that to me, Adam. Just have the Giants because you're just hometown.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
All right, we know we got some interesting one coming from Devin.
Oh, I have the Brewers and the Padres.
What the?
You know, I think the Padres can pull it together. You
I
know,
don't think the Padres could pull
It's a
it.
miracle. You never know.
Yeah.
But they do have some good players.
Devin-
And Manny Machado and Tatis Jr.
Devin, I bet you tickets to that game.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
You'll be waiting, watching the Brewers and Nationals playing on your couch. Okay, buddy.
Cardinals, Nationals.
Okay, so quickly, who do we have winning that game? Nats or the Brewers?
Brewers.
I have
Brewers.
Cardinals.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I have the Nationals.
Quickly, let's see. Who do we think is gonna win the World Series? Whole thing, whole
Astros.
pennant.
Yankees.
The Yankees are going to
Yankees.
face the
Astros.
Dodgers.
I have the Astros.
Astros are going to beat the Dodgers.
Yeah, I have the Astros versus the
The
Cubs.
Dodgers,
I think the Cubs are gonna get their away stuff.
I think the Yankees
out.
and the Astros are probably one of the best in the harder division. And then the Dodgers have. one of
I think the
easiest
Dodgers do have. I
divisions.
think the NL it's a very easy.
I think it'll be the Dodgers or the Braves in the World Series, and then we'll have to. I don't think either of them will hold it together to either the Astros or the Yankees. I think they'll win.
Yeah.
For me, it was the Nationals or Cubs in the World Series.
The Nationals, wow, coming out of that. Wow, there's one.
they-
Okay.
The Phillies used to be in second, and I think it was first for a little
Well,
Yeah,
Phillies,
Phillies-
just, I don't know what happened.
They
man.
just-
they were moving in a good
JT
spot.
Realmuto and Bryce Harper at the beginning of the season, Phillies fans were like, we're going to be good, and now they're like
They
third
were
in their
good
division.
for.
Yeah.
Well, then Bryce
couple.
Harper just got in this massive slump.
I know. Now he's hitting like bad.
Yeah. Baseball is an unpredictable sport. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching the show. For Garyon, Lev, Devin, and Adam, I'm Nate Martin. Thank you for watching MC Sports Presents. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of sports going on.
Yeah.